My name is Katie, and I'm here to talk about service animals. So, have you ever seen a dog at the grocery store or at a restaurant and they're not just on the patio? Well, chances are they're a service animal. And I want to be a therapist when I grow up. So, I have worked with training service animals and their information behind service animals, and what I would like to discuss today is service animals and what they do and who they are, how a service animal helps, and service animal etiquette. So to first start off, we're going to talk about service animals and what they are. So ADA defines a service animal as a dog or a miniature pony who is trained to perform two tasks to aid a person with a disability. That disability can range from a seeing eye dog, Rusty sit, to a seizure detection to mental health disorders. So a service animal can help in many ways. The types of service animals I want to focus on are mental health service animals, because with being an aspiring therapist, I believe that it's a growing option to have a service animal, and the benefits outweigh the risks of a service animal. So as discussed, it takes two tasks to be considered a service animal. Rusty here is trained for PTSD. There are also other mental health disorders that a service animal can be trained for, like autism, Down syndrome, also anxiety. So a PTSD service animal, one of its two tasks can be situational removal, situational approval, deep pressure therapy, and blocking. So they can come in front and move behind and side to give the person with PTSD a circle to come around. Rusty here, come here. Rusty, come. Sit, good boy. Is trained for blocking, situational removal, and trigger sensing, as well as deep pressure therapy. Deep pressure therapy is a large anxiety one. So some really cool, there's the one last thing that I think is the most important thing about service animals is service animal etiquette. So many people see a service animal who is a trained dog to perform tasks to aid the person in a disability as a pet, and they are not pets. So you have to be careful with distracting them, because if they're distracted, they can end up missing a sense for a trigger and not being able to help the person that they're meant to help with. An aspect of them not being a pet is you can see, Rusty, stand, come here, stand up, You can see Rusty has his vest on, and that signifies him as a service animal and that he is working, and not to distract him while he's working because he can miss triggers. Another aspect to think of service animals is to think that they are not pets. They're actually medical equipment similar to an oxygen tank, and you wouldn't run up and pet an oxygen tank. Is a good way to think about service animals. So in conclusion, just remember that when you see a service animal when you see a dog or a pony at a restaurant or the grocery store, that you respect that it's a service animal who's there to work and perform a task to aid in the person they're with. And as an aspiring therapist, I believe that this is a growing form of treatment that I will be using a lot, because it has so much more benefits than taking a pill, and it has the ability to give freedom to somebody who's been restricted because of a mental illness. So just remember, when you see an animal, they're a service animal who has been trained to work on two tasks, and that there's special etiquette needed when you're around them. Thank you.